It should help a little bit. It did. The mountain man? Swedina. How'd this go off? Ah. Mm. And here's the happy. Little crappy, yeah.
Why is he looks big?
What's that?
Why is he looks big?
Oh, his teeth are so white and big. So people in Norway.
Yourself?
Yeah. That's how people in Norway look. Yeah, I got muted. I'm muted. Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, long time no see.
Ooh, I cranked this volume down.
How are you, my friend?
Yeah. When you set to come over here or what? 58. Volume should be okay. Yeah. About it.
Your phone is full.
Yeah. Missing in action for a couple of weeks, Dennis has been.
You are in Bohol. Wow.
What the hell you doing in?
Congratulations.
You went to
Okay.
Bohol.
Ah.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
son.
someone is lucky.
Ah, Borkai. Yeah, Borkai is nice. Makate.
Mactan now.
So,
Not
so you've
Makati.
taken.
Mactan. Ah, okay.
So you've taken.
So you
you've
are
taken,
running around, huh?
Yeah. He's whirlwind romance there or something.
Like I say, I never butterfly. I helicopter.
Yeah, in Thailand you'd be a butterfly. Yeah. Oh, there ain't nothing in Bohol, man. You didn't go to the hell's that island there? Got great beaches, scuba diving, and all that. You're in the Philippines right now, Dennis?
Yeah, looks like Tony has some problems.
What's that? I got what problems? Can't hear me?
3 viewers.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, in Makati right now. Okay.
You can't hear me, Christian?
Well, I wish. Once upon a day, I can
Oh,
travel
Makati.
to.
Yeah, I've been to Makati.
I
Oh,
can travel
Makati.
to.
Yeah, I've been to Christian. You hear me?
That would be I.
I don't know. Why doesn't my volume work here? No volume, Christian. Christian, do you hear me?
You're muted, Tony.
I don't know where. I'm not muted on StreamYard.
If not, my sound is muted because I can't hear you.
I'm. Wow, I've been in Makati. I like it there.
Okay, let me check if my sound is okay.
Dennis, can you hear me? Mactan. Boy, what do you got? Five ladies over here or something?
Well, when I put sound on any other YouTube music, I hear the music. So
Okay, Dennis can hear me.
yes, I can. What, Dennis? Could you hear Tony
He can hear
speaking?
me. The problem is with the great and powerful Oz.
Well, you are frozen at the moment, Tony.
Piece of shit fucking. No, it's on 3.
You hear both. Wow.
What's
So
up?
why can't I hear him, but I can hear YouTube music?
Well, I moved around my, what do you
You're not
call
muted the site. Oh, yes, I have. Why? Now I hear.
What was the problem?
Some for some reason my YouTube StreamYard site was muted.
Huh.
Hey Kiko,
Hey, mein guten Tag.
So, good morning. As Dennis, are you running around with your significant other, or do you have other interests?
Who, me?
No, Dennis.
Oh,
He's like a bad river. He's been all over town. Rock guy, pork guy, Makate, Mactan. I'd be like Cebu.
figured you needed another yank on here. Hey, Christian. Hi, Dennis.
hey Kiko.
Oh, you've been here 3 weeks. Have you been to Naga? Not yet.
Could hear
Have you
you're roboing.
have you been Dennis? Have you been tuning into the Saga Naga? I got good reception here. I don't know what's going on.
No, I hear you now.
No Naga. Did you get a visitor from there?
That would be so funny for the other person to see Dennis walking around there.
Yeah, yeah. I'd stop in and say hello to Twit in the Philippines there.
Hey, can you hear me clearly? Because I've been having issues with my internet too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you.
clearly.
Anybody heard from Bud? So
Not
you're
for
off
some
that
time.
Dennis? Are you off that interest? Interest is no longer an interest for you.
Hey, Christian, is it me
You
or is
could
it
stop,
Tony?
It's Tony.
Dennis. Dennis having no visitors from Naga. Okay. Well, while you're at it, man, stop down here. Uh,
Very, very hard to understand you, Tony.
Yeah, we got a black screen too.
10,000% better in person. Wow.
What is 1,000% better in person? You shouldn't do this fucking-
I guess you're not out at the lake, huh, Tony?
Nah. I got videos. I got them scheduled. Always is. So, the question is, I don't care who's there, whatever. I want other person to get away with slandering sort of a government official or handmaiden of the government and still live to tell about it. I'd like to know the bottle that bullshit, you know. Oh my god. Camera layout. Oh, we're good. I'm getting fucked up reception today, boy. I know what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do. Well,
Hey,
What you
your
gonna
picture's
do?
back.
What you going to do when they come for you?
yeah.
Might be
Well,
frozen,
Dennis,
but it's back.
hey, Dennis, while you're at it, you know what? I've been coughing. I had 2 coughs where just down here, I felt like I was choking. %1,000%. I bet it is.
Have you been sleeping with naked butt, Tony?
Sleep with what?
Have you been sleeping with a naked butt since you're coughing so much?
Oh. Well, I got this fan here. You know, the air pollution here is something freaking terrible. But we just take off for weeks. I must add, it's like having something you can't cough it up, you know, or drink water.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I thought I was gonna freaking die, man. And I had to just slow down and
If I'm coughing a lot, I chew bubble gum.
I used to do a lot of bad offset. You know, it's not where it's supposed to be, and chewing on gum like that causes. I already have some crowns because pressure's being put on it sideways. So it's cracked.
Yeah, you don't need to chew long. You don't need to chew long on it. It's just so you get the slime from the gum in your throat, then you stop coughing.
Maybe he's back in America. Was that Omar? Andy Omar, I haven't heard from him. The suicidal Brit not farming in the Philippines. So
very hard to make it.
What's that island over there? I can't think of it. Damn it, just you know what I'm talking about?
I have no clue what he was talking about.
No, there's a few. Dennis, it's a scuba diving resort island. Well, not only to that, but got some nice sandy beaches there. Too freaking.
Siyo ka.
Man.
Ang ano nagkahat ng kagsaing gabi. Wala naman sa kasilyasan.
I think everyone in the neighborhood is connected to you today, Tony.
Ano si kumuhang mo ah?
Yeah,
Kasilyasan ha? Bakit anak ang buot?
I should move back out there. What do you call it?
Ikaw lang.
Out to
Tubig ang muman.
move back out to Abonga. Three bars there right now. 3 on here. Yeah, 3. Any better? No, not a little bit. For a little while it was.
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I shouldn't have said that. Because now he's jumping again.
other place are you putting this in that, Christian?
What?
Here in the Philippines.
Something about the Philippines.
Do you have a lot of other people in your house using the internet, Tony?
You got your phone on? Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not easy when you have that bad connection.
Yeah, and it's Saturday morning. Maybe there's a lot of people on the internet right now on the Wi-Fi.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh. We have 2 viewers.
those boys. You're going to be none.
Did you reboot yourself, or did it just drop off?
Man, I could close. I could close the YouTube.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you have to spend your Fridays up at the lake.
Yeah, that was
Saturday mornings, I mean.
yeah, it was nice, man. Real nice. Oh my goodness, beautiful. That with the humidity and all that, and you're right by the water. It just felt so good. Obonga is nice and quiet. Relatively quiet. They've Duterte's government has really given them a lot of money. They're doing a ton of improvements there. The roads, stuff playgrounds for children. They're always under construction. Look at no colors here. What the hell, man? Brand one. Oh, Dennis is traveling.
Pulmal.
Dennis is traveling incognito.
Pulmal.
Yeah, that's better than sitting in Canada, I think.
Yeah, wood.
I know who is doing that. Somebody is recording.
What is wood? Try everything different, everything I can.
We need to go there. Now he's holding.
Huh? Yeah. There's three bars. Hey, I better talk real quick.
What? Chocolate quick?
I better talk real quick when I see the signal strength. I gotta get some helium or some shit like that.
3 hours conversation in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you know what I did when I was in the Army? I was in there studying for a GED, a high school equivalent certificate, and I had access to this computer, this screen, and it would flash a story up,
Mhm.
and I was like 95% efficient. All the stories I read, what it teaches you is to eliminate the small words, the, and you see the meaning of the conversation. So when you just focus on the bigger words,
Mhm.
and then you can speed read because you waste a lot of time when you have the, where, to, and all that other shit. So, oh, Dennis must be doing another round of breakfast right now. Little champagne with that one. Putting that ticker through. You're putting that ticker through hell, huh? Yeah, man. The King of Canada scores. How's my signal here?
Yeah, it's better now. We can hear what you're saying. So.
Yeah, if you ever can, don't let me ramble for 5 minutes and then I find out. Ooh, got that bad boy. It's the last time that son of a bitch will try sucking any blood out of anybody. All right.
Yeah, I haven't understood why we have mosquitoes.
Sherlock's, I think it's spelled different.
Now your signal is bad
Dennis.
again.
Oh, Tarlock. Tarlock. Isn't it Tarlock? In Makati, yeah. That was my first visit to the Philippines. I stayed in Makati across the Beacon Hotel one day from Airbnb there. They were building that. Make sure that back she's got that meter on before you get in.
You're buffering, Tony.
Uh, Turlock is, I think it's T. Are you? LAC, something like that. Well, you know, I had this a schedule that said for the 20th, which is tomorrow here. Changed, so
It will.
I'm sure that
It will say that when you have your time zone in America, but if you don't use VPN, then you will get the right hour because it's working from the country you are in.
LAC. So, are you with the love of your life, Dennis? Or, it sucks. Fucking sucks, man.
Dennis, did you go there to meet a certain person?
It's always a certain person. It's a person we know. Next, well,
Tony, can you hear us speak, or are we roboting too when you hear
Yeah.
us?
no, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm the one talking. TURLUC. The friends I had on Facebook is from there. Software to do live streams. It's almost for me to write hour and 20 minutes to get perfect.
What? ¿Qué pasa, mi amigo?
No comprende.
He's one kid wrecking crew.
Si Tony no puede hablar.
No. No.
I think you're eating, Tony, but you're freezing up. But I think I can see a fork in your hand or something right now. Or, of course, it's probably a spoon.
It's just an illusion.
Hey, remember
I'm gonna
that?
try.
Was it from the 80s? Freeze frame? Jay Giles Band.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like,
Hey.
Tony.
Jay Giles and right, those things. I'm gonna try, Christian. I'm gonna try rebooting this Wi-Fi here.
Okay.
You got a bunch of other people in the house
You
watching YouTube or TikTok or something?
No. My wife, she didn't. But,
I hope old Eli Musk gets that Starlink to the Philippines so you come in clear, or else go out to the lake.
The Starlink should work everywhere, actually.
I remember you saying you only spend $12 a month for it. Even if you spent twice that, you probably still wouldn't get any better. Christian, I think you and I are pretty clear, are we?
Yeah, I think so. I hear you loud and clear, so. Only 2 viewers. That's not much. Maybe Ronald is out Ubering.
all right, got a couple lurkers up and at 'em.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm really excited for the moment. I got 4 bars. Uh-oh. Good morning to the other people, and then are also in the cold part of the world. How's your weather there, Christian?
No, it was raining last night, but today it's been sunshine, and for 2 weeks it's been sunshine. Other than the little rain at night.
When
It's
does it?
been beautiful
When does it
here the
start?
last couple of days, almost 70 degrees day and yesterday. But the rain's
Yeah,
coming tonight.
my son said it felt like more like spring.
Yeah.
I bet you. I haven't asked, but I bet you this year is the least amount of snow that they've ever had in recorded time in Wisconsin. You know. So Dennis, aren't you going to turn your
Where's
camera on?
that? Wisconsin?
Yeah, in Wisconsin. I don't even think my son went through 1 tank of gas on that snow thrower. I think he's still. I think there's still the gas in it that I left in it when I left. Well, so far so good, man. I don't jinx myself, but I'm at 4 bars. Ooh. So you Dennis must be really enjoying his time because he must have some extracurricular activity going on because he hasn't answered back in a while. The King of Canada's beating his chest.
Did he ever say when he arrived there? What date?
No. Probably within the last 2 weeks. He hasn't been on a live stream for at least that. Shoot, I hope you don't that freaking thing's. Yeah, right. I think I'm good now. Well, it was beautiful being at. It was beautiful being out at the lake, man. Oh,
Your internet was beautiful when you were at the lake too.
yeah, I would love to have the property that the house my mother-in-law rents there. I guess the owners of that land live somewhere there. If I got a certain house, I've been looking at on YouTube, just different designs by other designers, and one of them has a 4 bedroom, one down, three up, walk-in closet, and a deck. You walk off from your bedroom into. Awesome, and it has like green tinted glass for the instead of a wrought iron fence or something. So beautiful looking. They want 2.5 million, but I remember my wife's uncle saying that he could build a $4 million house for two. So if that's the case, I would sell the one I have and buy that one. But the downside to that is there's no opportunity out there for kids. They have to go somewhere else because unless you fish, transportation and sorry stores are all over the place. I just don't see how you could have that many people, that many trikes. You know what I mean? Because you only got a certain amount of people living there. It's spread out, but half of them are driving trikes, and the other half have a sorry store. So who buys from who? You know. But I think that they got a big boost from the president there in that area because they have utility vehicles, dump trucks, front end loader. I believe my wife said it looked like a private residence, but very close to where we were staying is a. She said they were putting up a supermarket. I kind of find that one hard to believe because every people that live in that area, they can't afford market store prices. You know? Did you hear me there?
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I just can't see. Like SM has a supermarket in it. Gaisano does, and I just can't. The jobs aren't out there, so I can't see any store being successful if that's what that is.
But if they start to build a big store, they need to have someone working there.
Yeah, but dude, what are you going to employ? 10 people? You know what I mean? That doesn't even. It probably ain't even 1%. It's just. But they're making I think what they're trying to do is make that a vacation destination. Kind of like Panglao is for Boho, because there's land at the other end of the lake where I was videoing. Me and my son walked brand new road. It goes out of town. There's land there, and I got to think that maybe they're thinking of building maybe that building that she thought was a market is actually a hotel of some sort, because it is a nice place to visit. That's for sure. But if that's a food store, the little money that the sorry stores make now is going to be even less. So, that's the feeling I got because I know the area. Employment opportunities are pretty close to none. Transportation, fishing, sorry stores. That's it right now. But what people do over there is they'll get up about 20 minutes, half hour before the sun comes up. They have these little kind of resting places slash, you know, uh, vendor, like a street vendor type thing, and first come first serve. So when the roosters are crowing, if they want that spot, those spots are not designated to any one person. First come first serve. And when you look out the window from where I was, I don't know if you guys got that a little bit. The,
Hey, Christian, I wondered if he used StreamYard on his phone, if it would be better if he has unlimited data.
mother-in-law has out there. It would be $1 million property in Wisconsin, like Lake Muskego, Little Muskego. It's
I
a
don't
phenomenal freaking.
You're choppy.
Yeah, I can't win with this stupid thing today. But the average levels are rising. So best to do
What?
depends.
Chili pan?
Water.
Christian, what's your time there? Is it 1:12 in the morning now?
Yeah, that's
1:12
right.
a.m.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been kind of tired of YouTube lately. Da-da-da-da.
Before. Oh. Did you hear me before?
No.
I know you're roboting. I said maybe Dex is sitting there eating strawberries and whipped cream. What you doing, Chester? I can never remember Clarence's name. Chester. Device is not connected.
Yeah,
Why
it
would
says
that do
that in
that?
the start. Just need to wait a second or two.
Okay. Or maybe he just went. They will need to connect their mic and cam.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it takes time before StreamYard understand it's connected.
Oh yeah, this is the Tasmanian Devil, Clarence.
Hi, Tio.
That's Clarence. That's Theo's cousin. Theo, come say hello.
Yeah, I thought he looked a little younger.
Yeah. Hey, how old are you, Clarence? 4? 4, yeah. Yeah. No trouble today? Oh, what happened to your face? Is that chocolate? Ah, okay. Hey, it looks like his mama. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with when he grows up. Right now, he's mama's boy. But I think that I think Dennis is laying back watching this and eating strawberries and whipped cream. How many rounds? Oh my God!
What did you do different, Tony? You're clear now.
I didn't do anything, so I. Oh Lord, this is just. It comes and goes.
Must have
Usually,
been me. I
usually
got knocked off.
usually I take the Wi-Fi here, and I put it down closer to the computer, and the signal is stronger. Well, now lately it's been up and down, you know. But when I was out in Bonga there at Manatee Lake, there it was 4 or 5 bars strong whole time. Uh,
Yeah, you need to just spend your weekends out at the lake.
you know, it would be worth the hour plus ride, wouldn't it? And oh my God, the driver we had on the way. Well, first off,
What
they
kind
don't
of?
drop you off
What'd you take? A bus or what?
a bus,
Yeah.
aircon bus. First of all, they don't drop off on the highway anymore. They turn in sooner, and they built they have a bus station. So instead of getting off the highway and taking a ride and going downhill and you're there, it's about a half a mile west, and then you got to take a trike from there, which they make 100 that way, but that's new. Last time I was here, it was different.
So what's it cost for
They
transportation round trip for a weekend, including a trike?
for us, it was. What did she say? 142.
Hey, John.
140.
Oh, Tony, I think you froze up. You were on a roll there for a while.
Yeah, it's like a couple of minutes. The yellow bus gets cold inside.
I don't know, John. I've never ridden an aircon bus when I was there.
Well, if you got motion sickness, or even if you borderline, uh, you're gonna throw up because this freaking guy.
They rock and roll.
Goes, yeah, no. It ain't that. This guy was fucking. It was like being on a ship. I don't know if that front end had a lot of play because it was sloppy. You know, they're doing this shit the whole ride. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my goodness. The way out there,
Any Navy guy would feel right at home, huh?
yeah, oh my. was almost making me like that. I'm thinking, what the hell? Then I had to sit on the back stoop because there weren't enough seats on the way back. But I got a pretty good thing going on there. It was about $2 and almost $3, I believe, per person. $6, and you divide the hundred to $2. So what was that? What did I say that was?
Is that 140 something?
Yeah. You divide the 100 by 2. That's an extra 50 on top of the 140. I think it was 142 per person for me and my wife. So yeah,
So,
$4.
have you had any adventures this week getting money out?
No,
Anything new?
no, no. No, I got a couple. I got a little video of the lake. Oh, well, we went to a birthday party, and we went to Masao Beach. Um, my father-in-law's birthday, 56 birthday. We had it out there. Rented one of those private things, and had the shittiest karaoke you've ever heard. And I thought, oh my god! So I put my thumb over my speaker holes. I didn't know how else to mute it. I could have just muted it on the camera once I started recording, but I thought to myself, well, I quickly put my thumb over it because I didn't want to ruin what I did have. So I'll probably post that for June or something. I got to stretch them out. If you do them every other, for me, I find that if you do it every other week, you get like the fish market, Kiko. I got 101 views in a week. I had other videos that took it's like 5 months to get that. So gotta space them out every 2 weeks because if you put too many in the same week, they don't get the views. So, and there's a lot more people out here doing it than there was when I first started listening. I was watching it back in 2012. Mr. L. Hello, Dennis. Hello, Mr. L. Hello, Viking. No, I didn't have. Oh, Yellow Bus. Yeah, we had that Yellow Bus. Yeah, well, John, that was the shittiest ride I've ever had on any bus. It even trumps the wild one we had going from here to Naga. Between ferries. This guy was like, I don't know. He had already lost whatever was stuck in the tread. I mean, it was spanking. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't know if the front end was just that loose. Sometimes with those vehicles, there's a lot of play.
Yeah,
the
they don't
front.
spend too much time in maintenance in the shop.
Yeah, I don't know how that. We had ones you'd hear, boom, 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 waiting for that frickin' the idler arm to fall off. Yeah, it was. I learned to take a Wi-Fi because the trip we took in 2013 to go from here, Butuan to Naga, was a non-aircon bus. Forget that. That ain't gonna happen with me. You see, John says hello, Kiko.
Yeah, I guess he only knows me as Mr. L.
Well, this is my experience with the what do you call it? The one particular bus we caught at the bus depot was going to all the way to Manila. That was his final destination. So the other ones we took were going to Surigao and back. So you go through Kababaran. That's about 20 minutes away. 20 is something like 25. I don't know. I would love to live out in the province area there. Yeah, that well for me, John, that bus was one bus that we took that bus when we got to the port. We got off, um, and they loaded the bus onto the ferry. The same, it seems, the same companies that own the bus own the ferry. And back then, I think we spent. I think it cost $28 for that. Oh, the trip, one way up to Naga. So it was pretty. I didn't have. I wasn't into filming nothing back then. I would definitely take a GoPro with me if I do that again because you have some phenomenal views. You know. Yeah, it takes them a while to get there, but that's the fun of it, man. You know that trip of. Trip of going there being on the ferries, but I don't understand how they. We left here at 5 a.m. once, got up to Surigao. Took us, I don't even know what it was, 3 hours, 4 hours, and we sat there for six. What the- You guys hear me still?
Yeah, you haven't cut out once. Whatever happened was good.
Well, I just want to make sure because it wasn't the last time this happened here. It wasn't even worth putting the video out because it had so many interruptions. You know, lack of signal and all that.
What's funny is I got knocked off of StreamYard, and when I came back up, you seemed real well, you know. So maybe it was partly my internet too.
Well, you know what? I might not be the only one on in that boat. If other folks are on YouTube, you know, or StreamYard this Saturday morning here. So
Now, is that like your own unit in the house, or are you
yeah,
sharing that
I
with
bought.
neighbors?
No. There's a lady here that sells or sells SIM cards, but this particular Globe one I own, and every month it's $12 a month, I think. So I have to get a new SIM card, put it in there. You know, I went the other day to the pharmacy, and the amitriptyline triptyline pill I take, they don't have 100 milligrams. And I asked the guy at Mercury, I think it's the largest one here, and I asked him, "Do you carry 100 milligrams?" Just out of curiosity, are you just out? You got more coming? He said no. So I have to get it. I have to get a 50 and a 25. It still was. It's still. So I have to pay like. It's almost like double, but it cost me $9. You know,
For
so
how many days supply?
for 30 on that particular pill. Um, I did 30 because well I'd done 30 like a couple weeks ago, but I did only 30 this time because I didn't want to run the risk of running them out of it. You know, then they don't have any. But we went to several. This is unbelievable here, man. You go to some of the pharmacies, the people working back there don't even. It would be illegal. I mean, at Walgreens where we're from, they might have a Walgreens employee helping out at the register, but they got they got people doing stuff that they wouldn't be able to do in America. A little sleep there, huh, John? It's peaceful out there, man. Ah, yeah. Can you now that you mention that, John? Can them things be purchased without a, are they hard to find or are they easy to find? The life preservers, life vests, all those things that kids put on their wrists. But here, when you go looking for something, take a picture of it, because I've seen other people's experiences with. You have a file, no, out of stock, sir. When you can see one sitting, but if they call it something else, now if they call it something else, and they're not really mechanically, aptitude they have. If you take a person that grew up in a fishing village, they might not know what the hell you're talking about. So it's best to research the equivalent, whatever they call it. You know, save you a lot of headache and everything. So I made this observation from the barbershop I went to for what I gave that guy, and I mean for what I pay in America for one haircut. I can get a year and a half worth of haircuts here. yeah, yeah, yeah. Give up, give up. But I'm loving the weather. I have less stress because I'm here. I think Craig said I sounded better last week. You couldn't. Well, that's kind of odd because my John, my sister-in-law had a big as you can get it, whatever it is, extra large, large, a full face, and that fit me. My head's big, so um, and it was a quality helmet, absolutely a safe one. Not that not that what I like to call Chinese plastic stuff, where you wrap your head on the ground with that ain't gonna make no diff. That's not gonna help you. That's not gonna help your melon. And I got to tell you this. This is funnier than hell, people, or anybody that drives. I was watching some other guy in Dumagetti. He showed a video of they widened the highway. Widened the 2 lanes each on both sides. They have this utility pole right in the frickin' center of the right lane.
Yeah, yeah. It's the slow lane. You're driving up.
Yeah,
They
but
might have painted a little bit of yellow on it, but like you're really going to see that at night.
well, there's a sign once you get up to it. Well, you don't get the warning. You don't get the warnings like in America where they do something a half a mile before. You know, and I'm going. I think here slow goes in the left and pass on the right. I don't know, but I'm I'm thinking to myself, E, if you got a plan of moving it, why didn't you just move it when they paved the road? Because believe me, when we took the ride out to Masao Beach, you know where that is, Kiko, right? So I'm looking, man. I'm going, the fuck? What the heck is this pole doing here? And it's a good, and when I mean center, it's centered. And I'm thinking to myself, well, where's the warning sign? They got like this particular day and time or whatever. I can only attest to my experience that day. There's a uh, uh, sign that's leaning up against the post. There's no reflectors on it, and if you're at night and you're not from around here,
Yeah, or it's pouring down rain, and you're not from around there.
yeah,
Boom.
well, you know what's bad, what's hazardous, and I found this to be true in my bus was when it's a new asphalt road, that freaking oil comes up to the surface, and when it rains, it makes it slicker than shit, you know. So you gotta watch. I mean, I have a feeling that if I asked why, I would just lead myself down this road of it would create more stress trying to figure it out, you know. Why on earth?
You got to realize they paid engineers to do this stuff, right?
Yeah, from what country?
I guess
mean,
there's no such job as safety engineer.
there's no you know, there's no angled fluorescent. There's no reflectors. There's no paint saying, you know, this lane ends soon or something. That it's like putting a sign out for your business. You know that I don't know what they would call it, but they lean it up against the pole, and if your mind is somewhere else that day.
Tony, that's like my wife. It was hot summertime, right? I'm going out to cut the grass. I put my steel toe shoes on. She said, "Why do you have those on?" She said, "It's hot out."
Yeah.
I said, in case, because I've heard of people, their feet slip under the lawnmower and it doesn't end up well.
Well, that and stones, dude. I mean, it might look like you might look like Granny Clampett with those boots on. And matter of fact, I wear jeans when I do that because it's one of those instances where you want to reach out and slap the shit out of somebody, but it's through your own your lack of thinking when you're out there, and all of a sudden you clip some small gravel, bam, you know, hit your legs. It's smart. It's pretty good.
But they don't think of like personal protective equipment. You know, I mean,
Well,
it's just common
you make a
sense
video.
stuff.
Watch any video of construction here, and you won't. The only footwear is a flip flop. That's it. There's no helmets. There's no seal toe boots, man.
Yeah, they're dumping
Ooh, John, you're
cement,
cooking.
gravel. You know,
Holy shit! Yeah, John's cooking my favorite. One of my girlfriends used to call that "stroke me off," but
I bet you could
I
go
love-
for
I
nice
love-
cold Mountain Dew right about now.
you know, I got one. Hey, Deal, go down and get my Mountain Dew out the freezer for me. All the ruffians are up today, boy. Oh my God, I got an early start to the day here. Oh man. But you know, I wanted to ask the question, what was up with the road? Because I seen this guy, Sense of Style. He lives in Dumaguete. He's friends with like Steve Montelli and them. So he showed me they did the same thing down there too. And I'm thinking, man, why don't you just? Why don't you just make us a passing lane at certain points in the road? You know, so you're not going to pass somebody on the right, and you're not going to know you hit that pole till after it happened. Oh my God. I don't want to. I think that the answer you would get would further stupefy why they did that, man. It's got to be a cost thing. It's got to be. But I think the current pres kicked a few bucks extra to this island here because, like I was saying about Havonga, they made there are more. Sorry, it's vastly improved over what it was before. Vastly. It is very, very nice. All these things we take for granted in America, they're getting in there. Oh my goodness. I kept thinking, we're in this trike. Hey, we're kind of a slower vehicle. You're not even supposed to be on the highway with that, you know? And I'm thinking, well, if you're going about 20 miles an hour to 30 slower than what you're supposed to be for a single motorcycle, car, truck, I'd be, here in America, a lot of people would be bitching at you. I took my camera, but I might have to go that way just to take another video because I think the only people that can tell you why they do what they do with that road is God and the person that was in charge. Because, man, all I think of is the only way you find stuff out is through it from experience. So, I don't get that, man. And if you do, Kiko, if you do wear shoes with socks, you feel like, you got too much on.
Oh yeah, I wore
man.
flip flops the whole time I was there.
I did that in Florida once, and I do that here too. When I wore a pair of pants to immigration, even though it's totally different now. They have a counter there, and I've seen other people go in, but I thought, well, I better do it the right way because other places, Makati, Manila, they won't let you in. So I wore them, and I could not wait to get them things off. It was just, I only put a T-shirt on because I don't want people to be looking at my Buddha belly. Other than that,
yeah, my whole first visit over there, my wife. Well, she wasn't my wife yet, but she's wearing blue jeans the whole time. And it's
how do they do that?
April. It's hot.
Yeah.
I was hot with a tank top and shorts and flip flops.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know what the puzzler is? When you look at somebody wearing pants, they don't show any signs of discomfort. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I can't wait to get this shit off. When you first met your wife, did you stay in Butuan or did you stay out by her?
No, at the time it was Metro Manila because she was working there, living there.
Oh, okay. My first trip I had.
Yeah, I didn't go to Butuan till, was it 16 years ago when we went back with two of our oldest kids.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the pace is at 52. At least it was yesterday. Hey, go play somewhere else, please. Leave the door open. Leave the door open, Chester. Let the... Oh, Lord. Okay. These kids are like... these three right here could just wreck the universe all by themselves. Oh my goodness. Stroganoff, my thing. You know what? My wife's idea of making that stuff is starting something and go sit in the living room with your phone on and get back to it when you feel like it. And I made it one time because I got tired of it. Was, I don't know what it was, but when I made it and she tasted it, she said, "Oh, that's the way it's supposed to taste." Yeah, man. You know, I know you can read. What you doing, Chester? You got a melon on you too, don't you? You got a lot of brain. You got a lot of. You got an icky face, man. Go downstairs and wipe it off. It's my. No, you don't. You leave the cap on. You want to take the cap off? Go downstairs and take the cap off and hold it over your mom's head. because there was a bunch of these the other day, and I said, "Hey, put the cap on." It was like somebody was right through me. They looked right through me. Hey, I ain't even gonna bother shit. Nobody listening.
Today's my oldest boy's birthday, 39.
Happy birthday to the oldest boy of Kiko. The junior?
No, he's in Texas.
39 now. My daughter's 41. Sure she'll be, this year she'll be 42. Hey, listen to me, you guys. Go downstairs. Okay, go downstairs. You guys all go downstairs. Thank you. You're picking the butt, man. RG, go downstairs. Downstairs. I don't see it happening. What's your son's name?
Sorry, say again.
How old is your oldest son's name?
I'm sorry you broke up. You said how old is something? Oldest.
Your son. Your son. No way I'm giving you
Sorry,
this,
I
man.
missed
You
it.
know why?
He asking how old are your son or something.
Yeah, the oldest 39. And I got one that's
What's his
25 and one that's 17. 3 sons.
name? What's his name?
Oldest one is Eli.
It's on the son by Robert.
I don't know. I think I've been told that, but I don't know if I've ever.
You know the song. They're,
And he's out again.
Yeah, he was going very good there for a long time.
Yeah.
No problem.
you hear me?
See, I think you sent all the little ones downstairs and they all got on YouTube and screwed up your internet.
The other day, now you got all this cat talk. But you get this any closer, man. My signal on StreamYard is next to me, but I have 4 bars on my Wi-Fi. I can't see that up close. I don't know if that up close. You have to be on a panel, I guess. You just blow it up.
Choppy, 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 choppy.
Did you have to take a test here, or did you just show them your American driver's license and they gave you the equal to that?
I'm sure it depends where you go, and if you entice them with a little tip, how smooth the
Well,
process would go.
yeah, my father-in-law, Papa, whatever his name, he went. But my sister-in-law, one of them would be a perfect fixture because they have motorcycle licenses. I don't have a motorcycle license. I have a license that is a commercial class B. But I was thinking of telling them that class B meant bike. I showed my okay, John. Let me clarify that a little more. You showed your American driver's license. Do you have a motorcycle license, or was that just a driver's? Just showed my U.S. driver's license. Okay, so tell me about John. Why don't you come up here if you can for a couple seconds and explain your experience about that? Because I'm curious about it to hear, and you would be telling me from an actual person that's experienced it. Okay, so you came to the Philippines with a car driver's license, and they gave you one for what? Car and motorcycle. That would be fair to say? I don't know if you heard me, but it's an interesting. You piqued my curiosity with that. And where in the Philippines did you go with yours? Only car. So you came with a car license, and they gave you a. They didn't give you a motorcycle license. They just gave you a car driver's license. Dumaguete.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, Tony. The last time I was there, walking around Butuan, we were looking like apartments, and I was walking by this one brand new apartment place, and I heard this guy say, "Hey," and I said, "Yeah." He said, "You American?" I said, "Yeah." So we talked for a little bit. He was in there in an empty apartment, getting ready to move in, and he had a
Yeah.
little mini cab truck outside. I said, "Is that yours?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "You get your license?" Because he had only been there like 2 weeks. I said, "Oh, you got a truck?" I said, "You have a license already?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "What did it take?" And he just, moved his fingers like just a little bit of cash, right? So,
Oh, really?
yeah, he just gave a little incentive tip there and
I don't,
smooth as
I
silk.
don't get.
So,
I don't get them. You can use yours for 30 days. See, I was on a guy's channel over there in Thailand, and they were talking about an international driver's license, and I said, there's no such thing. But what it is it gives you. It's a temporary one to use while you're there. You show them what you got, and then they license you. Say, "Oh, I'm going to be here 6 months." So you get it for that 6 months. You need a a U.S. license to get. Okay, but I have a commercial one that says B. So I was just thinking of telling them, hey, look at that, I gotta be there. That means bike, motorbike. It it would mystify you to take a motorcycle test, the rules of the road, because none of them are followed. So what you see, it's one of those things where it it's not legal, but it's just what they do. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay. I had a little high hope there, but things are different from island to island. I know that Ned guy from My Philippine Dreams. He was able to open up a bank account at BPI. Other places require you be here 6 months or a year or whatever.
Oh, I told you about trying to open up an account BPI in Butuan City, right?
No, I don't remember.
Well, my wife and I we were there, 2 to 3 weeks, just visiting. But I wanted to open up a peso account so I could just deposit some, from here a little bit at a time. Well, I went in there with like $500 to open it, put in a peso account. And it was like pulling teeth, man. They wanted, all right, I had my ID, my driver's license and passport, right? 2 forms. My wife had her driver's license and passport from the Philippine passport and a U.S. driver's license. And they said, sir, you need a letter from your bank at home saying you're in good standing. And I told my wife, I looked at her, I said, I'm trying to give her $500 and she's making this difficult, I asked nicely, I said, can I please speak to the manager? So the manager was a woman. I spoke to her, same thing. Oh, your wife, she only has one form of Philippine ID, and that was her passport. I said, well, she doesn't live here. She doesn't have a student ID. She doesn't have whatever their form of, I don't know, tax or voting ID or something.
Yeah. Postal.
But yeah, they made it so difficult. But then I finally did open it. But you know what? After I'd been here for a while and I didn't deposit anything, that account got closed.
Yeah, they take it.
Yeah, because of inactivity. Unfortunately, though, all that 500 wasn't in there. There was probably only $50 or something. But yeah, they never notified me. Nothing, just closed it.
See, there's why that's the very same reason I'd rather get my money the way I get my money. I can get my money if it costs me $4. I don't give a shit. I don't need those headaches. What I don't want to do is, if you ever walk down the street here, in the main with all these banks, people are lining up in the morning. They're lining up at 9 o'clock. There's just 50, 60 people ready to get in, and you got to take a number. So, and then you're going to find out if you got what you need. A lot of people are not going to find out till they get there after they spent 2 hours there or more already. So this way I get I got my son in my account. Say, hey, I need some money. Okay, he sends it, and my wife picks it up. I everything's risky in this world, but I just feel better about that. I just don't. You don't really get to use a debit card around here for most of the transactions. The haircut. You'll be able
Everything's
to
cash.
use that. Yeah, you'll be able to use that card at the supermarket.
Yeah,
SM.
that's about it. I don't even know
But
if you can use it at the gas stations.
No, I don't know. I haven't experienced that, but from what I can see, no. I mean, how many truck drivers pull in there when they're running on fumes?
Right. Everyone I've ever seen, they're handing cash. So
gas is up to 80 something, $6 a gallon here.
Yeah, it's like 4.30 here.
Yeah, that fucking Sleepy Joe kiss my ass, that fucker. Man.
And I looked
and then
a month ago, it was $1.20 less a gallon. 1 month.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be okay with that, but I from what I've seen, John, and from what I experienced, that's just adding some stress that I just took myself away from by coming here. You know, uh, oh my God, I can't say enough that. Uh,
When I was there, I just had cash with me, and when I wanted to go convert pesos, we went to like SM, you know.
yeah,
And of course, they get
well,
their 1 or 2 peso cut off of every dollar that they.
first time I came here, I went to Vicate. I brought cash. I had an envelope, tucked in my waist. So, so we went to the money changer, and that was the second time. Went to the money changer. You're a couple points less than what the rate of the peso was that day. Yeah, when I went, it was 42, and the store, depending on where you went, and if you weren't a sucker and you're used to it, you'd get a 39, to the peso, 39 when it's 42 or 40, So the first time I went though, I made a, I made $1,100 worth of money orders. I had 50s, hundreds, I had all this shit, and I go, yeah, I don't want to travel with cash this time. So I go, if you don't have an
Oh,
account at the bank,
yeah, that's
if
a
you don't
big
have an account,
mistake.
yeah, if you don't have an account at the bank, you're going to the money changer. So uh, the look on the faces of the bank, the teller that was uh, give me service over here or in America was like, what the fuck is he getting? You know, so you got a stack, that thick. And I thought, well, you know what I'm thinking I'm going to do now? I'll buy the money at my bank. I think it cost me, I asked for smaller bills. Half of it was hundreds, 50s, and 20s because a 500 peso bill and 1,000 is it's useless to try to break it. I don't even know if the gas station would take it, you know. But I bought the money. I think it cost me $50. I think when I bought it, when I bought the money. They used to service. That's why you pay. Um, I was due 24.5. 24,005. They heard me in the bank when I said 24,000. They thought I was talking about American, the other people in line, And I got 22 something. So it was like a $50, $51. So right from the jump, I got the money on me. I ain't gonna fuck with it at the airport, you know. You go to a cab, they sure as hell ain't gonna go out of their way to give you change for that. But you
Yeah,
learn, man.
you don't use thousands unless you're making a very big purchase or you're at a big
Yeah.
supermarket, modern supermarket or something.
Ah, hey, we stopped at when we took that trip to Naga back in 13. What the fuck is these guys doing? I went to one of those stopovers. What the bus drivers used to. I went through Tacloban. That's why I never forgot that place, the name. And we stopped at these little restaurants. And I go in there. I go, Mountain Dew's kind of comparably priced to what it is in America. One of the few things. Metro Manila's like that. So I take a 50. A 50. That's like back then it was $1, whatever. Oh, thanks. And what's up? I ain't taking it off, man. You gonna give me a sucker so you can have this bottle? Oh, you want me to open this for you? Why don't you give me one? What the hell, man? I'll open it. Dude, I'll open it. Check with me in an hour, man.
That doesn't make
So I showed this lady a 50 peso bill. And yeah, I'm trying. Just a minute here. I can multitask, believe it or not. And she said that was too large. But I
That was at a grocery store?
no. Some mom and pop thing at
Oh, Sorry,
before
sorry.
we. Yeah, well, kind of a what do they call those small restaurants, Panderia or something. I forgot. It's a store with a couple of tables at it and make whatever for you. And I always tried to get rid of the big ones, hopes that they would. Like I was trying to launder. But if you were trying to launder money, you'd have a hell of a time doing it here. But it was.
Your lollipop is still down.
Oh my God.
Mama?
Buttermilk pancakes. Yeah,
Ah.
I've been eating too many of those lately too, John. But I I've learned how to do things money wise. Anyways, everything else is pretty obvious if you just don't try to figure it out. That's all. You know what? Because you'll never have a solid answer. So like go with the flow. Because you try to figure it out is you're gonna stroke out over it. I told this guy, he didn't have his meter on. He says, I said, how much is that? Hey, no, ain't no bouncing on this bed, boy. Psst. I can't open it. Go ask your mom, or your grandma, or somebody else. Go. I don't know why they gotta come up here and terrorize me, man. Maybe the adults downstairs are telling them to come up here. Oh man, but things are changing so much. With I don't even know if America requires antigen test going back. So by the time I come back, maybe it'll all be just simple as getting a tourist visa stamp. I've never in my life. You have multiple forms of identification. Get it? But like I haven't seen the lady's video yet. Adventures in America. She talks about COVID insurance. Now they want you to prove that you have it. I got a freaking United Healthcare card that says, but that ain't good enough for them. And the person I'm showing it to, they had no freaking idea. Oh my goodness. I hope to. I'll have to attend my son's wedding in the future, and that'll probably be the only other time I ever go back there because no telling. They shut this down again, then you're screwed. As soon as I get back here next time, I'm putting in for my. I got to ask these guys first. What's better, 13A visa or the SRRV? They say with the SRRV that you get a few of the perks of PhilHealth. I've never heard that said about 13A. So. With the 13A, I guess your wife has to fill out paperwork. I ain't got everybody here today, man. Okay, John. So then you inquired about the motorcycle thing. Did they mention testing? What is there a written test involved, or somebody told me they got on a bike once, and the guy, the whatever the guy was, told me to go down, like a parking lot, go to that end and come back, and that was all he had to do. Here you go, Get 500 peso to rent somebody's bike. Tommy Lee Jones.
I don't need to eat ice cream.
Well, I think I'm gonna go private with this one, man. I'll have to review this one and see if it's worth even putting out. So the two lurkers in the background. See you later. Thank you for coming. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to a private one here. I'm gonna see how the issues of this.
Okay, John, Dennis, have a good day.
Yeah, anybody want to come along? Then come along, man. I'm not cutting anybody loose. It's just I'm gonna leave the link up on the YouTube channel for a while, so you'll have access that way. Maybe Dennis, you ain't doing nothing too important. You might be tired by now, but you want to come on. So see all the other folks next week.